Isaiah, you got a lot of time last year. Where do you feel like you added? Where do you feel like you can take another step?
I feel like experience was one. Having confidence in myself was another. From last year, I'd say like going into this year, like my flexibility and my mobility, on my hips and my ankles, and even my shoulders as well. Like just really focusing on that, and like in my stance, like I would put my ass down in my stance, and I wouldn't have that same explosiveness that I used to have, right? And really just focusing on that this spring, and even like during the winter, I was focusing on that as well. Like going in 2 to 3 times a week, just getting mobility work has really helped me out a lot.
What are some things you did to improve your mobility, whether it be in the weight room or?
Yeah, so our coaches, like strength coaches, do like mobility stuff. So stretch your hips, stretch your ankles, like and those guys are like really smart. They know what they're doing. So it's like I'm going to do what they tell me to do, right? But yeah, just little stuff like that. Like I said, shoulders as well.
We talk about that 700-pound squat.
Oh yeah.
I heard James saying that you guys were competing. He got 675 and you got 700.
I think he got 680 actually. 680, I think. Yeah, I mean it was a friendly competition. We weren't like big or much, obviously, but it was just like we want to see where we can get to, right? And fortunately, I got 700. Yeah.
In terms of the skill sets of Rodas and James, just how do they complement each other in your eyes?
I mean, both of them are like really strong, really good at rushing the passer, and reliable guys, really smart, and good people. I mean, they're both like really great people on and off the field. Like last season, occasionally we would go bowling or we would go out to dinner, stuff like that, just to like get to know each other more, be around each other more. These guys are the funny group, like especially these two, like Rodas with his laugh, and James just being James. Like he always wear tight ass clothes. Like, and we would give him so much shit about it. But James is a great guy. Just stuff like that. It's really funny.
What strides are you hoping for this year in your eyes?
I just want to be the best player that I can be. Like I said, I've been working a lot with mobility and really enhancing my football IQ as well. I mean, just knowing more about the game. But I'm just expecting myself just to be the best player that I can be. Really help this team. That's the primary focus of what I'm trying to do. Right?
When it comes to you and Rodas and James, you found time last year at the end along with Matt and now with Mac on. Who do you think behind you three can step up to be contributors at end that can get in the depth chart and contribute this year?
Like who? Like anybody really. I mean, like they're working hard. They do what they're supposed to do. I mean, they do what they're supposed to do on and off the field. I mean, it's wide open. I mean, I'm not going to name specific names, right? But I feel like anybody who does what they're supposed to do, and they know what to do, I mean, they're going to get a shot, right?
So. How long did it take you guys to move on or get over that loss to Minnesota and not going to Indy?
It's still hurts, really. Yeah. I mean, it's losing the Axe. I lost it 2 times like during my time in 2018 and 2021. So and losing Axe is like a disappointment. Like it doesn't matter how good you do during the season, like losing that is like the biggest like letdown, right? So it still hurts. I mean, you go in the locker room every single day. You look at where the Axe is supposed to be, and it's not there, right? So it's like it hurts for all of us, right? So we're as a team, we're really looking forward to that game.
Well, we were asking Rodas about the schedule. One of your young guys said when the schedule came out, they tweeted it. And someone asked, like, what game are you looking forward to? Circle the Minnesota game. And Rodas is like, well, that one plus Ohio State.
Yeah.
Because
I'm from Ohio too. So.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was going to ask you. I mean, he was very excited already
Oh,
about
yeah.
going back to Ohio. What about
I'm
you?
excited as well, man. I mean, you know, my family's there. I mean, they talk a lot of shit, obviously. So they always give me shit about not going there. I'm like, I don't care what you say. I love where I'm at. So
Your
it's
family
like,
still gives
yeah. I mean, it's all out of love, though.
Playful,
But
okay.
yeah, it's not like for real, like like resentment. Like it's not like that, right? But they always say to me like, I'm a fan of you, not your team, right? So it's, whenever I know it's so funny, but
I like you, but I hope your team gets your ass.
yeah. So I mean, I'm really looking forward to that as well. I mean,
Yeah.
we lost to them in 2019.
Twice.
Yeah, I mean, shit. I mean, each time we played them, we lost to them. I mean, wow. We're all really looking forward to that game. Just to like go down there to shoe again. I mean, which I don't know. I mean, we played a shoe. Played with them at the shoe a couple years ago. Isn't it supposed to flip? I don't know. But I was confused with that.
COVID schedule screwed everything.
Yeah, exactly. But
The last time here for them would have been 16.
Sounds right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
16.
yeah, 2016. Yeah, so
And like the last time that Wisconsin beat it was 10.
yeah.
It's been a while.
It's been a while, so I mean, we're all looking forward to that game. You know.
Rodas was talking about the schedule. He said Minnesota, Ohio State. He goes, special kind of hatred for those two.
Oh yeah. I mean, like I said, Ohio State's beating us a lot.
Yeah.
And, you know, with me being from Ohio, and like I said, all my family talks a lot of stuff. It's just, it'll be good to beat them and you know, rub it in their face. in a sense, but I mean, looking forward to that game in Minnesota.
Yeah.
You know, just going out there and just doing what we're supposed to do, right?
Who in your family gives you the most playful grief?
Man, it's really my older cousins.
Okay.
Older cousins.
Big Ohio State fans?
Big Ohio State fans.
Face painters?
Yeah, they're that type of people. I mean, they know the Buckeye guy. I think that's his name, but
Yeah.
they know him personally. Like they're like really big Buckeye fans. And I went to a private school back in Ohio, Canal Winchester. It's called Harvest Prep High School. The pastor, of that, church and like school goes to the games a lot. And yeah, he's a big Ohio State fan as well. It'd be good to rub in his face, but
You grew up an Ohio State fan?
yeah. I mean, being from Ohio, I mean, you tend to like Ohio State, right? But as time went on, I came here. I love it here. I want to beat Ohio State. I mean, I want to beat everyone I play, obviously, but I mean, it'll be good to play them. Yeah, it'll be really good to play them.
With the offensive line, just how have you seen them for the first 4 practices look? Because obviously you have to face them
Yeah, I
day
mean,
in, day out.
best offensive line in the country. I mean, but it's been really like tough. Obviously, they have a new offense. They're trying to learn it. Making mistakes here and there. Obviously, it's understandable. But I mean, they're playing hard. They're doing what they're supposed to do. We talk a lot of shit to each other. But I mean, that's how it is. You're supposed to compete with each other. Maybe fights here and there, right? But I mean, they're a really good group. I know all of them. Logan was my roommate last year. So, I mean, and I'm up against Logan, so it's like always a friendly competition there. But